7 of the fantasy basketball season's here. And here's a few forwards I would look to add on waivers this week. On the waiver wire, the first guy is Thaddeus Young of the Chicago Bulls. And Thaddeus Young, he's really starting to step things up now for the Bulls here. And he's been owned only in 22% of fantasy leagues. But managers, they've been going out there and adding coming into this week. His percentage has gone up 13% for Young. And Young on the season, he's ranked 137th, averaging 10 points a game, 5.2 rebounds, 4 assists, 1.1 steals, 52% from the foul line, which is hurting, and 56% from the field. But the last few weeks, Young, he's really picked it up here, and he's definitely worth an add in fantasy leagues. 12 points he's averaging, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, a steal a game, half a block a game, 52% from the field, but only 50% from the foul line. So Thaddeus Young, he's starting to get things going, and he's averaging a triple-double. And in the last week now, he's ranked number 43 in fantasy basketball, and he's had a couple big ball games to back it up. January 25th versus Boston, 16 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, a steal, a block, 72% from the field in 31 minutes. And then versus Portland on the 30th, 8 points, 11 rebounds, 11 assists, a steal, and 30% from the field. So Young, he's not going to help you a lot in field goal and free throw percentage, but he's doing a lot of the little things now, and he's worked himself back into shape where he's playing about 30 minutes a game for the Chicago Bull team. And Young, he was a good fantasy player for years when he was on Indiana and stuff, and now with Chicago, he's carving out a role. He's playing better, and he's definitely worth the pickup this week at the forward position. He's still available in 78% of fantasy leagues, so give Thaddeus Young an add here at the forward position. The next guy is Royce ONeal of the Utah Jazz. Royce ONeal, the last few weeks he was struggling, but now he's on the come up once again here, is ONeal, for this Utah Jazz team, who've won the 11 in a row right now, so they're on fire. They're playing well, and Royce ONeal on the season, he's ranked 110th with 7.8 rebounds points a game, 6.6 rebounds, 2.3 assists, 1.7 threes a game, 81% from the foul line, and 47% from the field. But the last few weeks, ONeal now, he's ranked number 55, 11 points a game, 7 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 1.3 blocks, 90% from the foul line, a 3 a game he's hitting, and 43% from the field. And the last couple games, ONeal, he's been putting on games where he's giving you a lot of stats. January 26th versus the New York Knicks, 20 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, a block, 2 threes, 80% from the foul line, 58% from the field. Then 35 minutes of play versus Dallas on the 27th, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and a block. And January 29th versus Dallas, 4 points, 11 boards, 3 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. So Royce ONeal, he's given everyone different types of categories. He's not a great scorer of the basketball, but he does a lot of the little things which help fantasy owners, and the Utah Jazz win ball games. And right now, the last 3 games, he's played 35 minutes or more. So Royce ONeal, he's definitely worth an add at the forward position this week. The next forward I would look to add is Jeff Green of the Brooklyn Nets. Green last week, he was on the add list here, and once again, he's made it again as Jeff Green. He's owned in only 27% of fantasy leagues. On the season, he's ranked 176, 8.3 points a game, 3.6 boards, 1.3 assists, 1.4 threes, 85% from the foul line, 54% from the field. On the season, 176, but in the last couple weeks now, he's ranked 71 overall as Jeff Green. 12.3 points a game, 5.5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1.1 steals, 2 threes a game, 100% from the line, and 52% from the field. So Green, he's playing major minutes right now for this net team, anywhere from 25 to 30 minutes a ball game. And he's got a good role. And this net team, they're rolling right now, winning 4 in a row. They got a couple decent matchups coming up as well. And Jeff Green, he's helping the Nets play good and fantasy owners. And he actually qualifies at small forward, powered forward, and center, which is an extra incentive added on to already Jeff Green with good value. So he's available in 73% of fantasy leagues. And he's definitely worth a pickup in 10-team leagues or deeper. The next forward I would look to add is Jared Vanderbilt of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Last week, Vanderbilt, he was on the Week 6 waiver wire ads, and once again, he's on it here. Vanderbilt on the season ranked 133, 7 points a game, 5.6 rebounds, 1.8 assists, 1.5 steals a game, 45% from the foul line, which is horrible, but he's shooting 64% from the field. And then the last 2 weeks, he's ranked number 94 is Jared Vanderbilt, 9.3 points a game, 6.1 rebounds, 2.3 assists, 1.9 steals, a block a game, 42% from the foul line, and 63% from the field. So Vanderbilt, he's playing 25-30 minutes a game for this Timberwolf team. And his last couple games, he's been decent. Versus Golden State, the 25th, 12 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Versus Golden State, the 27th, 4 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, a block. And then the 29th versus Philly, 11 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, a block, and a steal. So he's giving you decent categories. He's playing good minutes. Just the only thing with him, once Towns and Russell come back, his stats and his playing time probably will go down a little. But for right now, with those guys out, Vanderbilt, he's definitely worth an ad at the forward position. And the fifth and final forward worth the pickup this week's Joe Ingles of the Utah Jazz. Joe Ingles, he's been struggling a majority of the season here for the Jazz and fantasy owners, but he stepped his game up the last few weeks on the season. He's ranked 139 with 11 points a game, 3.4 rebounds, 4 assists, 2.5 threes he's still giving you, 77% from the foul line, 51% from the field, and in the last 2 weeks, he's ranked number 69th in fantasy basketball in that span. 12 points a game, 2.3 rebounds, 5.3 assists, 3.3 threes, 58% from the field. So Joe Ingles, you know he's a three-point sharpshooter. He's going to score the basketball 12 to 13 points a game. And he's had a couple big games the last few nights. 21 points on the 27th with 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 7 threes. And then versus Dallas on the 29th, 10 points, 4 boards, 4 assists, a steal, and 2 threes. So Joe Ingles, he's definitely worth an ad at the forward position. And that's a few forwards I will look to add here in Week 7 of the fantasy basketball season.